Alrighty, hey everyone. First video of 2020 actually. Wow. So we're starting 2020 off pretty 2020. Yeah, 2020. I made sure I get that's two 20s. Starting 2020 off pretty good with an Uncharted marathon of Let's Plays. And what better to start with? Obviously the first game. So I'm gonna go ahead and load up a new game. Keep the bonus treasure for the loaded game for this game. Sure.
No.
Fine, no.
Oh, hi! Yeah, I know you didn't want to mention me because you know.
Oh, that's right. Okay, so for my Uncharted Let's Plays, I'm doing the original 3 via the Uncharted Nathan Drake collection, and I'm redoing the 4th game once I get to it after the 3rd one, obviously. And co-hosting is, of course, you know, from BJ Jackham. The average gamer, Jared, however you know him, he'll be with me the entire ride from 1 to 4.
I didn't get to do one with him, but you know, but you know, that's so good. Watch play.
Okay, so we got the opening.
This is probably the weakest one of the entire series.
The original, well, the first one and the weakest one, yeah, I'd say, but.
I'm here off the coast of Panama.
What are you gonna do on the first game?
Recovered what we believe to be the coffin of legendary explorer Sir Francis Drake, who was
well, I'll put it like this: the game did well enough to get like 3 sequels and a few spin-offs.
You make it sound so dirty.
I feel meaning like one spin-off.
It does.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna play The Lost Legacy too. I want to play 4.
History can't be wrong, you know.
I want to get to the spin-off games.
Oh yeah, he loves the sequel. Watch my channel if you know get to kind of criticize everything I did in that game.
Oh yeah, it's Uncharted 3, my favorite Uncharted. But yep. I do want to get to the spin-off sometime. The Lost Legacy. I don't have that one yet, but whenever I get it, I'll make sure to do that one.
I cannot wait to know North's place. Uncharted.
Wait a minute, if my show hadn't have funded this expedition, you wouldn't have...
Got your story, lady.
Look, I don't, like, it could just be because that's my first Uncharted game, and there's a little bit, just a little bit of nostalgia for it for me. But, like,
Sully?
I got pretty much the entire game down pat. I could probably finish it in one day if I was really, if I had enough energy to do it.
If you have enough energy in your life.
Exactly, which, I know for a fact one of those I don't have.
Can we just note the fact that he has literally 4 guns in that briefcase?
That'd be a great
Almost as if he was expecting those pirates to get here.
Have a permit to be here.
What?
Yeah, so unless you want to end up in a Panamanian jail, we should probably handle this ourselves.
Panamanian, it rhymes with Tasmanian.
What's worse?
You obviously haven't been in a
He said Panamanian jail.
You know how to use one of these?
Yeah, it's like
in
a
Uncharted 4, he was in Panama in a flashback. So my theory is that this is literally taking place after the abandoned Sam and Rafe.
Oh my oh wow, you are, jeez, we're already up to
These guys have been tailing me for weeks. Thought I lost them.
Oh, sorry. Wait, who's Sam?
oh wait a second, yeah, who is that? This game wasn't successful yet.
No. Hey, it's my tag!
Oh yeah, I beat you in whatever it was, I didn't read it. Did you see that guy? He just sort of jumped for a little bit in midair, like it's like perfectly still.
Oh man. I remember Nolan was struggling on this part. Because he didn't understand free aim, and he's never played a single Uncharted game.
Yeah. Oh well, that explains it.
Troy had played a lot of the Uncharted series, but Nolan never. That was actually really funny.
Yeah. Now, lucky for me, this Let's Play won't be nearly as tedious like some other ones I know. Because like I said, I've played way too much of Uncharted 3. What am I doing? I played way too much of Uncharted 3, so I know most of what I'm supposed to do in the other Uncharted games.
Yeah. Also, from my perspective, it might be a little bit really potato-y.
Oh, laggy.
So, yeah. So,
The beauty of share
hope you
playing.
guys can understand that. If you don't, I'll kill you.
He's not lying. He knows where you live.
Oh yeah, I even came over his house one time and kind of almost killed Jordan.
All right. That was that one. That was a good Christmas.
How we gave you Christmas.
That was a good Christmas.
Yeah. The combat in this game is a mess. Actually, no, look like gunplay.
Ow, Jesus. Okay, so we got a machine gun up there.
Okay, that's not good.
And we have pistols. They have pistols.
What's that?
Oh, okay, our boat's on fire. That's the one. That's the thing. Oh, Sully. Now I'm gonna go ahead and for anyone not watching this who isn't familiar with Uncharted too much, Sullivan is absolutely wonderful in the entire series.
Man, I love him.
I like his character is fantastic.
And also every single character in this game looks it looks way better in the next gen graphics.
Oh yeah, they're way more detailed. And Uncharted 4 will see that the most since it is on a PS4.
I remember in this game, like I think it was like either Nathan or Elena, they look worse because they're. I think it was Elena because their cheeks was very chubby.
Yeah, chubby cheeks.
I had everything under
I
control.
like Sully's playing here. It's got Hog. I think what was it? Hog Wild on the front.
Nothing that years of therapy won't fix.
I couldn't read it.
Isn't the beautiful and talented Elaine Fisher?
Flattery.
Yeah, and this is my question. She literally brings like the camera everywhere. It's like she's playing Outlast, but Treasure Hunt edition. I'm just
But
not the fact that Sully did not help
We get
him.
out of here before we attract any more attention.
Sully was being a a very good gentleman.
Little present from Sir Francis.
I mean, look at that cigar. How can you not be any more gentleman than that?
Found the coffin.
Well, that kid's
Is this what I think it is?
You never know. He also has the same cigarette.
Faked his death.
Yeah.
Just like I said, Sully. He must
It's
have been
cute
onto
cigars.
something.
Cuban
Yeah,
cigars.
let's just
Well, I
keep
mean, he
that
is
between us.
flying. Well, I think
Thanks
something
for
I
the
consider a
loan, Mr.
Cuban
Drake.
plane.
I think I'm going to look at that diary when we land.
I will say though, for like, I want to point out Sullivan's voice here in the beginning. And again, it could just be because I'm more familiar with his later voices in the the later games. It does sound a little weird. It sounds a little off.
Oh yeah.
And he recorded everything in this diary.
Like that line where he said, "Oh, so you found the coffin?" That line. That's where I noticed it.
Oh yeah.
Charts and logbooks, including this one, and then swore his entire crew to sign it.
I like how he has the same holster and everything.
Avoid something. Something so secret and so valuable, they couldn't risk it getting out.
All right, Nate, just pretend for a minute that I don't really care about any of that stuff and cut to the chase, would you?
Sounds like every Uncharted villain. Or hell, every Indiana Jones villain. I don't care about that. Just get to the thing we're trying to get.
Just for you.
That's interesting because getting to a small spoiler here. The game, the first game, sort of hints at him siding with the bad guys at some point.
Unfortunately, no.
Of course, you know that idea is thrown out the window just as soon as it's introduced. So
This is it. This is finally
Fun
it.
fact: El Dorado is used to be one of my local parks.
Yes, that's what I said.
you want to go to that park now?
It sank.
You want to go to that park now?
That's why we have insurance.
Yeah, I'd stick up. You'd see like the big ass. Wait, can I say it right now? Because, no.
Spoilers.
We're trying to go for.
Oh, the camera's fine. Don't
Oh
worry
yeah, the
about it.
coffin. Oh, if you see when the
Still as good
coffin.
as new.
Sully, the girl can hold her own.
I'm gonna ask that question again once we actually
You
go
go on
there.
out there and you tell her, we just found the lost city of gold. Maybe her producer can get it on the air
Oh,
tonight.
come on.
Nate,
Oh,
you trust me?
More or less.
No, we just met you.
Good. Because we're gonna have
I wonder how did she even save the battery life?
Unless we
Because you know cameras have batteries like an Outlast. I've been too much into Outlast last year. I'm hoping someone can come over to my house.
No, I don't.
And we play
I don't
it.
care for over budget. I mean,
Funny thing
do you
actually about the
realize this
camera
could be, like,
battery, every
the
time
biggest story of
we're
the
shown
year?
like the screen of it, the battery percentage is always lower than what it was when you last see the screen.
Just give me the camera.
Yeah, exactly. Like that was rude.
Hey!
They didn't want to put like spaces between some.
Should've seen that one coming. Ugh.
Where are we? What was that place actually?
Same place we meet
Oh,
the other people in Uncharted 2.
hold on, kid. I'm not as young as I used to be.
Perhaps.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
wait a second. Actually, it's a rather strong
Yeah,
possibility.
you weren't too old for that little Barbie.
I'll be the first one to say I like Sully's gray hair and his black hair. Remember the game?
Oh yeah, his younger self.
That annoyed me so much.
Hang in there, old
Yep.
timer.
So change of plans. I think I'm gonna actually not go chapter by chapter because we're only what 11 minutes in. I'm gonna go ahead into the second chapter in the first episode.
Oh, thank God. Honestly, guys, I don't like this game. Fight me, wherever. I freaking hate this game. Uncharted 2, 3, and 4 was a bigger improvement in this game.
Hanging on every word.
Yes, much bigger. Even though Uncharted 2's difficulty spike is.
Even if you like play Uncharted, like if you never played this game, and you still like your first game was Uncharted 2, it's fine. Nothing really happens in this game other than treasure stuff.
Yeah, to be fair, the plots of the individual games don't really cross over.
Relationships don't even change.
Yeah, it doesn't really. There's nothing major that crosses over. Although I will say, for like, say in Uncharted 3, for example, you're gonna see characters that were introduced in Uncharted 2 crossover, but then again, you know, it's not like it's a big thing.
Uncharted 4, like not really a lot. It's just the original 3. Nathan, Elena, and
Maybe you're not reading that.
Sully. I almost forgot his name.
This is the place.
Yeah, so like, nothing happened. Like, there's nothing from 3 or 4 comes into, or 3 or 2, my bad, comes into 4, which kind of sucks.
Look around.
Yeah, but I can kind of see why. Holy Christ, is that a little small, but like a part of Nathan's shirt didn't load in all the way, and I could see straight through it. Like there was clear blue sky on the other side of his collar.
What? This game was from 2007. I think this game is not really up to date. You know?
Yeah, it's not, but at least it's playable, and I appreciate that.
Fun fact: a lot of the scenes that we're gonna see, most of the time, it wasn't Nolan doing the motion capture. It was like someone else was performing it, and he just didn't look the lines.
Like 2,000 years older.
Okay, so this particular section right here, actually, I'm very familiar with, mostly because like.
The platforming is sort of better in this game than the second one, because the second one you can barely see where you're supposed to go.
Nothing yet.
Oh yeah. I will say
can I say
actually.
something about Uncharted 2?
Yeah, go ahead.
So I was watching, Nolan and Troy play second one, and Nolan said something that no one else on the internet even knew about. There was a scene. He kind of compared it to like the Lost Ark, from Indiana Jones, something like it was a lost footage where they replaced, when Chloe gets all naughty with Nathan in the first scene.
Yeah.
They replaced Chloe's character model, Lazarevich, and they had the Lazarevich come, like voice actor, come in and do some, do the same lines Chloe said.
Oh really?
So it's like a character swap.
Oh my
But
gosh.
it's just Lazarevich.
You know what?
Lost somewhere.
I wish what they like. Okay, so they swapped the voices, if I'm not mistaken, right?
Yeah, they swapped the voices and the character model.
Oh man, I gotta see that. I thought it was just the voices for a
Like you
second.
said, it's like it was lost. It's like lost footage.
I gotta look that up.
And the developer said it was like some form of a joke
Homey place.
they wanted to do.
Well, not quite.
Like I said, the internet does not even know about that, but only Nolan and people that played that thing, like played that CD, only know about it.
Someone needs to, like, I know Naughty Dog's not gonna just release stuff like that, but somebody has to, like, put it out there, because, like, that's just
Hey, I'm not looking
comedy
for a
gold.
lousy piece of tin. I'm up to my eyeballs in debt. I was really counting on this one.
Oh man. Hey, you can't just expect. Hey, so you can't just expect it to come out of nowhere
Well,
the
just
first try, right?
deals.
I would give him a slip, because this is the first time, and I mean, God, look what they have ahead of them. But I will say though, and in this scene in particular, they kind of, I don't want to say this because I love Sully, but they kind of make him seem a little unlikable here, and he seems kind of impatient, kind of, you know. Yeah. I mean, thankfully they
And
fix that out.
somehow he has very smooth skin. He has more smoother skin than Elena and Nathan. Remember knows that?
And it's good skin.
I'm rewatching this. Is playing real quick.
Yeah. And before someone else mentions it, I will go ahead and address the whole treasure situation. I'm not really gonna go out of my way and look
He's
for
not gonna
treasure.
go after it.
Yeah,
But
unless
if he sees it, you're like, ooh, shiny.
unless it's like pretty much in plain sight, and I can easily
That
go
was
ahead
the
and grab
most
it.
scripted. I'm sorry to say this, but that was the most scripted and most like soft fall I ever seen on a statue ever.
Yeah, I saw that.
Okay. Alright, challenge, viewers. I hope you guys agree with me. Every time he sees treasure, he has to say, ooh, shiny, ooh, piece of candy, or ooh, piece of candy, like in Family Guy.
I would do that.
Yeah. And also I point this out in my like other playthroughs when I was playing on this game. The flashlight logic.
Oh yeah, that's right. Look at this. Look at this. Oh wait, actually, it doesn't.
What?
Whoa.
Wait, I think. Wait, did they upgrade? Wait, did they?
Wait, did
Never
it? Did it do that in your Let's Play?
Yeah, it did that in my list. I think it was like on Uncharted 2 or 3, but we had to see that in the sequels.
Oh, sad.
Because the flashlight shine will just like shine behind them, even though if you're not even holding it.
Alright, let go. This ought to hold it.
I was completely expecting the light to go all the way through, or all the way around. I guess I should say.
I have the footage of him talking about the CD. You like me to play that?
Sure.
This gameplay is boring. Oh,
There's something
there
in
you go.
Dre's journal.
No one's saying this. I'll have some words. There you go.
Yeah, here it is. Looks like this thing is some kind of lamp. See if you can light it.
After all your bitching about the cigar, now it comes in handy, huh?
But it's probably in that warehouse where they put the Ark of the Covenant guy with the heart. They took Graham and Tash's
Nice.
inserted. They can do this. Inserted it and replaced Chloe's character model with that. And during the session, had Graham do that scene. And the entire thing is out there somewhere.
Oh my god, I need to see that.
I want to see that scene so badly.
I also. You know what we should do though? Whenever it comes time for Uncharted 2, we should try our best with our impressions and just sort of go over Chloe's lines.
Oh man. Like even when he said it, I looked at the comment section. Mostly everyone wanted to see that clip.
And we all look. We all know Naughty Dog's not gonna. Like I said, they're not gonna put it out there. But somebody must find it.
I think whoever finds that actual clip of it It's pretty much gonna be praised.
Yes, they are. They deserve a medal for that sort of heroism. Like, that man will be knighted by the Queen of England.
Oh man.
But yeah, all right. So I will say that actually, Uncharted
What do you
1,
make of this?
you can clearly like.
Wait, I recognize
Uncharted was
these-
clearly inspired by stuff like Indiana Jones.
Indiana Jones.
Yeah, and I think it shows most. Yeah, and it shows most in the first game. The other games sort of managed to develop an identity of its own, but the first game definitely has nods to those.
Oh, and also, if you want to see Nolan and Troy play Uncharted, or even The Last of Us, their YouTube channel is Virtual Replay.
Virtual replay. I'll make sure to put that in the description.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's see here.
You're just gonna completely forget this.
I will make a mental note. I will try my best. If I do forget it, then
Subscribe?
did I subscribe?
Mm-hmm. Did you ever like check it out?
Not.
I would say this: it's better than PewDiePie, and it's better than Mr. Beast, or dare I say Mr. Boss of the Win, or not, because those are just wastes of time.
I'll be honest with you. With you actually. In fact, I'd say this. I am saying this all in public, but I've never actually seen any of Mr. Beast stuff.
Oh yeah, it's fucking boring. And oh my god, I swear, like they made him. I feel like I don't know why he just feels like a rice gum, like a white rice gum. You know, he's flexing all his money. Sure, he's giving it away to people, but he's flexing his money so hard. He's being a douche sometimes, I swear.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
All the 9-year-olds are gonna wage war on our small channels.
Because they don't appreciate.
Because anyone that talks shit about it, like instantly, your 9-year-old army, or even your fucking infant army is gonna come out.
Oh god, not the children.
And
Not counting 9-year-olds.
children.
Yeah, screw children.
Oh my god, there's this child, Try Guys, so it's like a judge for like bagels and ice cream. Every time he spoke or he was being a dick to one of the Try Guys, I instantly hated him. I actually want to punch him in the throat.
Ooh.
And this is me being honest, guys. You want to use this.
Mm-hmm. Jared is quite the hostile fellow when it comes to certain things.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and also sometimes it's mostly towards Jordan, because he says the stupidest stuff sometimes.
Which, I will admit, that is... Oh, Jesus. Oh, God.
Like, can you imagine, like, standing on that platform just being totally unaware?
Yeah.
What?
I almost fell in there, actually. Like, when I jumped off that ledge just now, I almost fell.
Yeah. Also, speaking of him falling almost to his death, okay, that's just gonna fit up there with skulls and stuff.
Skulls and chains and spikes.
I remember there was a video I wanted to send to you. It was like, you ever heard of the show Wipeout?
Getting somewhere.
Yes, actually. I used to watch that a lot, actually.
And there was
I love
like
that show.
best of season, and there were so many fail compilations of it. It's so hilarious just to watch them die or almost like get injured.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
okay,
man.
If you guys have the time, watch the show. The US version, it's a little bit better. Unfortunately, there's only like 6 episodes out.
Really wet.
Aw.
So it's this game show called 101 Ways to Leave a Game Show. And you know when you get a question wrong, you're instantly like eliminated. But instead of you're being eliminated from the show, you're ejected from the show. And it's the funniest thing. Like they do it in the funniest ways. Like this girl got ejected from the show. From her, how she got ejected, she literally sat in a car, a really small car. It was like a weak you know, kind of like, you know, McJuggernaut gets like old Judge's mobile.
Oh yeah.
And they had a monster truck run over it with her inside of it.
The heck?
It was so funny. I swear, I laughed so hard. And the screams of horror was made it more hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
I'll send it to you on. I send it to you on Discord. First the Wipeout one. I'll show you the 101 ways to leave the game show. Oh yeah. Watch that video too.
I will make sure you watch those videos. Says Brad in the most generic way possible. Also, Crash Bandicoot.
Oh.
We'll get to that, won't we?
I'm pretty sure everyone knows this is, you know, joke. This is a joke. If you're... Well, that was very convenient.
Yeah, super convenient. And this won't be the last time, folks. Just saying.
But yeah, I'm sorry. But, there's an inside joke for Uncharted fanboys. They would call him, instead of saying Nathan Drake, call him Nathan Break. Because he breaks everything they touches.
And I do want to emphasize, actually, that from what I've experienced, it's not so much in the first game this happens, but in every other game it will happen.
The temple must have been built around this.
More and more often.
Somehow, some BS stuff happens where it literally saves his life. And you think he's gonna die, but no.
He should be dead.
And look here, these people, they're worshipping the damn thing.
Oh, look at those pixels.
They think they're people.
I like how the most like literally on my screen like the most high def
It wasn't a city of
part
gold.
like pixel on the screen was their asses.
Man, can you imagine what that thing would be worth now?
Look over here, tracks.
I like how in every single game it's like a lost city.
It is, except for like, well, no, I'll also say except for 4, but that there was Libertalia.
Son of a bitch.
But yeah, 4 is technically a city. Or okay, let's just say this like a lost civilization. There.
Yeah, there we go. There we go. And 4 is kind of special, but we'll get into 4. Now, we've kind of been neglecting the plot here for a little bit, so
What about Shambhala?
That's Uncharted 2.
Oh yeah, that was a good one though. I like Shambhala and the other one, the third city.
The City of Brass.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't really have a name to it, honestly. It's like the pillars of something. I don't freaking know. But a bit of a plot summary, or at least to catch up, because we've been doing our lovely commentary. Basically,
I'm pretty sure everyone knows what happens in those games, because this game is honestly been out for like 5 years or 6 years.
For being perfectly honest. Oh, piece of candy.
Ooh.
Silver turtle.
I really don't like that sound effect.
Yeah, it gets better. Like, each game has its own similar but sort of little different soundtrack. Look at that tail.
Sound effect. Oh. That's nice. Let's take a nice bite of my ice cream.
Jared is eating
this. Oh yeah, before filming this, and people are like, ice cream in winter? Yes. Don't touch.
I drink hot cocoa in summer.
Sully, do you hear that?
Exactly. Don't touch.
Well, there's something you don't see every day.
Oh,
You know who would Oh, it's a Nazi boat.
a U-boat.
Oh, I see something shiny.
Wait, really? Where?
Wait, no. It's on the U-boat. It's not on the nose.
Oh yeah, that's right. There is a treasure on the nose. I just remember there was. Okay, but plot summary: Sullivan's in debt. So we're looking for this treasure, which turns out, well, Nathan goes out looking for Sir Francis Drake's coffin, finds his diary, which leads him to this place, and he was in search of El Dorado, which turns out to be not a city of gold, but just a gold statue or something like that. And now we're looking for said gold statue.
I'm being serious, Nate.
Which leads us
Tell
here.
you what, why don't you stay here? I'll check it out myself. I'll call you if I run into any Nazis.
Yeah, right. You do that.
Oh, wait.
Speaking of Nazis,
Hold on to this for me, will you?
you guys should watch my stream like Wolfenstein.
Ooh,
Looks like I'm gonna have to do
self-promotion.
this the hard way.
How did he get here?
The U-boat? I have no idea. Like, yeah, this whole land had to have been completely submerged in the ocean for this U-boat to have gotten here.
Probably it was like a high tide, and then they just got stuck here.
That was a pretty freaking high tide, man.
Oh my god.
Dude, like, it look.
I mean,
this place
go
had to
ahead.
have had it worse than the monsoon seasons for that U-boat to get here. But
I learned something from my geoscience teacher. Any mountain you see, it can be a island.
which, to be fair, I mean, pretty much every piece of land on Earth is technically an island. But yeah, we're already 30 minutes into commentary, so I think this is a good spot to end the first episode off. Plus, we've got to see a U-boat, so
Yay!
any closing?
This was completely boring. It's just most of us talking.
Which honestly, I mean, like you said, the gameplay ain't exactly, or at least not yet. It ain't all talk quite yet. But
Oh yeah. So join us next time where we get to go on the U-boat and make sure he doesn't get a cut and get a tetanus shot.
look at all that rust. Can you imagine the infection if we got cut by that thing?
Oh gosh. But that shiny thing is really gonna bother me.
Oh yeah, his light right there too. I see it. The North Star.
Let's just go get it.
In the next episode.
Go get it.
Well, I mean,
OCD's gonna kick in.
well, anyway, guys, yeah, like, share, subscribe. Jared's channel is in the description.
Yeah, but oh, in mind, don't put anyone else's, because, they're losers.
And to everyone else at BJ Jeckham, their channel is also in the description, but I always put their links in the description anyway, so that goes without saying.
And also, wait, can I say this? And also, they dank. So you can't say it, loser.
The funny thing is that I haven't said that in a while.
Oh.
But don't worry, Jared. You have inherited it. It's yours.
Oh. Damn it.
You're stuck with it now.
This was my first time swearing in this episode. I cut down a lot of it.
Well, we may as well go back to it then cope as a thing. But I digress. Have a good night, everyone, and we'll see you in the next episode.
We love you. We love you.